Canada's population is aging rapidly. It's estimated that in 5 years there will be more seniors in this country than children. One company is providing in-home services that says they're more affordable and less disruptive than moving a relative into a long-term care residence. Alan Hager is founder, chairman, and CEO of Right at Home. Great to have you here.
Yeah, thank you.
A U.S.-based model, obviously, but one that anybody with the kind of demographics that the Western world has needs to take a look at. Why is the model of in-home better for the user, the customer, and better for you than the sort of warehousing approach of getting people all together in one place where you deliver services?
Well, I mean, I think there are an array of reasons behind that. I mean, first of all, it's a very flexible model. You know, if you're going to be institutionalized, it's going to be an all-or-nothing kind of thing. So as people begin having difficulties, most of them, it's been shown, really want to stay at home, and being able to do that, you know, for a long period of time is very preferable to leaving their home immediately.
The real issue here is cost. I make the assumption that some people who have saved can afford to do this, others can't, because the cost of bringing all those services to an individual in a home has got to be very prohibitive, particularly as it becomes more difficult as they age, let's put it that way. So what is the cost?
Yeah, well, it depends on the services. I mean, you know, typically in Canada it's going to be an hourly service, probably in the range of mid-$20 per hour range. But the real issue, I think, is value. I mean, if you begin to look at what is the cost of institutionalized care, and even on a private pay basis, many people are going to make that decision. First of all, they'd rather be in their home. And secondly, even if you look at the calculus between that and institutional care, you can get an awful lot of services in the home first. Interestingly, though, to your point, I think even governments, certainly in the United States, with our health care cost problems, I know Canada's policymakers are all facing this very important decision. We've got an aging society. Aging society equals more health care costs. How can we do that more efficiently? And we've been able to show through our studies, through work that we've done, that you can actually lower hospital readmissions and other kinds of costly care.
One of the problems, of course, with the aging population and caring for them is the rise of dementia. Only going to get worse. How do you deal with dementia in the home? Is that a category that you can still deal with, or does that put people into an institutional category?
Actually, that's probably one of the biggest drivers of our service. You know, dementia, again, isn't like flipping a switch.
Right.
It's something that starts gradually, maybe a little memory loss, and it progresses. So many people can live with dementia in their home environment for a very long period of time. Now, us as a care company, we have a responsibility to have the right trained people, to have the right supervision, the right care plan. But we find that many people do much better. Actually, with dementia, one of the toughest things is when they change their environment.
Yes.
So I want to quantify this because I'm a numbers guy. Let's take Amanda's case, an aging parent, maybe in their mid-80s, with a moderate to, you know, let's say even a severe dementia where they need 24/7. They need somebody that'll make sure
Why is this my case?
Well,
it's my example.
I mean, I'm just thinking, Amanda in 10 years. She's in her home. We need care 24/7. What's that going to cost on an annual basis? Because you can't have her walk out the door into the traffic. How much?
Well, you know, 24/7 care, if that's the demand,
right,
that is expensive.
Well, give me a number
about $12,000 per month.
Yep.
Now, the question is, as you begin to look at nursing home care, as you look at other options, it really becomes a kind of an interesting calculation for the family. You know, we can keep this person at home possibly with family support. You know, please understand, when we take care of people, it isn't just us taking care of the individual. Usually there's what we would call a primary caregiver, which would be the daughter, the daughter-in-law, the son, someone who is really, particularly in a dementia case, is going to have some level of responsibility.
But it's big bucks. It's $150K a year. We're talking serious money here.
There's no way around, particularly when you're talking about full-on dementia where they need 24/7 care. It's going to be expensive.
We've only got seconds here, but how big is your presence in Canada today?
We are just opening up. We have a master licensee here, and we're very excited. We really have just opened up in the last few months. So we have one office, you know, here in the Toronto area. We'll be expanding across Canada the next year.
All right. Alan, great to have you here.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Alan Hager, founder, chairman, CEO of Right at Home.